And today we have with us the man who broke YouTube, rebuilt it, and then made a global game show just for fun. The creator who turned generosity into a genre and challenges into cinema. This is India's TV exclusive, MrBeast on NDTV. A very warm welcome, Jimmy, or should we call you Mr. Beast? Now, Beast Games Season 2 premieres on Prime Video on January 7, 2026. My first question to you, you brought in 100 of the smartest and 100 of the strongest people on the planet. Now, which side completely surprised you and how?
That's a good question. Honestly, the strong people, a lot of them were freaking massive. Like, some of them were, world-renowned bodybuilders, and they were really big. And, there's a lot of misconceptions that, just people with biceps bigger than my head, you would think they're not as flexible as they are. But some of these people we had, the way they can move their bodies, even though they're like 400 pounds, I was pretty impressed. And on the smart side, it's how do I say these things without spoiling it? It was, one woman we had, she had a higher IQ than Albert Einstein, and there were definitely people who I felt dumb being around. I was like, wow, you can almost feel the intelligence oozing out of them.
Now, you said you obsess over improvement. What's one major mistake you think you made in Season 1 that you fixed in this season?
Yeah, so that's a hard question because you asked for one mistake, and we definitely made a ton. Even though it was the largest, show in Prime Video history with the most contestants, we broke 50 world records there. Definitely, when I look at it objectively, I do think in Season 1, the games we had the contestants play to dwindle them down, there's a little too much randomness. If it's the largest cash prize in the history of entertainment, you want to feel like the person who wins it earned it. And obviously, we had a lot of skill-based games, but the occasional game in Season 1 that we mixed up that was a little too luck-based, it just doesn't feel too great to watch someone on this journey of 5 episodes and they get out because of something that's not fully in their control. And so that's a big part of why we leaned into the strongest people in the world and the smartest people in the world, because these are the people at the top of their fields. And then when we put them in skill-based games that require strengths and brains, it's very interesting to see. And so that was one of my bigger takeaways from Season 1.
Okay, interesting. Now, be honest, how close are you to the edge of burnout while running the world's biggest YouTube empire and a global show?
Right now, no, I'm feeling great. I got 9 hours of sleep. I think it's you're always pushing yourself when you're trying to build a company at the speed we're building. And so, there are definitely days where I need to probably chill for a couple hours here and there. But overall, I love what I do. And I think the luckiest thing that ever happened to me is I found what I love. And when you find what you love, the reason you reach that stage is because you do it so much you never want to stop, that then after 4 or 5 days going nonstop, you're like, okay, I need a little break. But I'm more passionate for what I'm doing than I ever have been in my entire life. And I've been doing it now for 16 years straight. And I couldn't fathom a world where I don't wake up every day excited to do it. So, I guess, yes, technically, but ultimately, I love what I do so much, it doesn't really matter.
Jimmy, what's the craziest production cost or challenge this season that you've never publicly admitted till now?
Craziest production cost and craziest challenge of the season. Well, in terms of production costs, one thing that was definitely new about Season 2 is we got a different camera that filmed me. And it's this camera that only 20 exists. Marvel shoots their movies with. It's a $500,000 camera. And so that was pretty wild because the guy filming me had to have an entire exoskeleton on because the camera weighed 60 pounds to be able to support it. And it was the biggest camera I've ever had recording me before. And so we're running through all these challenges as a guy, with 2 support people behind him holding it. And obviously the quality and depth perception and everything and coloring is infinitely better because we did it. So production cost, it would be that. And then in terms of crazy challenge, where do we start? Everything in the show is freaking crazy. I think one of the ones that I think people really love is in episode 2, we had a game where we put a flag 50 feet in the air, and then we had them pair up into teams, and they had to build with blocks a tower all the way up to grab a flag, 50 feet in the air, or I guess that's like 17 meters. And it was just really cool to see the strategy of how they stack the blocks with the smart people, and then the strong people actually using their muscles to build it. Without visuals, it might be hard to comprehend, but it was very exceptional.
Jimmy, you have a huge base here in India. Do we get to see any Indian creator also in the show?
Well, when I visited India, I mean, the person I collab with the most is Minati. He's always been amazing. And I love visiting India just to hang out at his studio and stuff. So actually, in terms of Beast Game Season 2, I mean, I don't know if we talked about this yet, but this will be fun for your publication, is Minati's actually in Season 2 of Beast Games. And so he's actually in the show. And I think people are going to be super excited when they see that. So, because obviously we have a large audience from India. And so I wanted to give them something special. And so I can't wait to see what people, how they react when they see Carrie pop up in the show.
You've also collaborated with Fukra Insaan. Again, he has a huge fan base here in India. Do you wish to collaborate with him again? Do we have anything in the pipeline?
I mean, I met a lot of people when I was there at Carrie's studio and stuff. But yeah, I mean, if he wants to ever film again, hey, if you're reading this, shoot me a DM on Instagram.
Lovely. Now we'll end this conversation with our special segment. It's Fast and Fearless with MrBeast. You'll have to be really quick with your answers. One challenge you'd never do again.
7 days in solitary confinement. That was brutal.
If Prime Video handed you unlimited budget for season 3, what's the wildest idea you would actually do?
Oh, winner goes to Mars.
Okay, pick one. Unlimited budget or unlimited time?
Oh, unlimited time. Money doesn't always equate to the best content. You know, there are phenomenal stories sometimes people tell for under $1 million. You know, just because you pour tens of millions of dollars into something doesn't mean it's great. And there are, you know, movies that people have poured hundreds of millions of dollars into that, you know, people didn't really resonate with. So I think time would allow me to think and write and make the story hit harder. And I think ultimately what matters is what people feel, you know.
Finish the sentence. Season 2 of Beast Games is so wild that?
I mean, it is the probably greatest reality television show that will ever be filmed. I mean, it is insane. If you like challenges, if you like competition, you like strategy, you like seeing people compete, I mean, this is Beast Games Season 2. It's crazy.
And we end the conversation with my final question. What would be your message to Indian fans?
Hey, I love you guys. I mean, I want to come back out there sometime soon. Hey, Virat Kohli, if you read this, I'm trying to film with you. And you guys have always been great. And, you know, most people don't realize India is like one of our largest audiences. And so very grateful for all of you.
Aha, I hope Virat Kohli is watching this interview and he reaches out to you or his team. We wish you all the best for that collaboration. With that, we've come to an end of this conversation. It was a pleasure to have you on NDTV. Thank you very much. Well, this was MrBeast's India exclusive with NDTV. This is Arun Singh signing off.